And happening right now, you're looking at live pictures from Midtown Atlanta, where demonstrators are along some of the busiest streets to protest climate change. They've even shut some streets down, leading to arrests. Hundreds of protesters gathered this morning in Buckhead and then marched down Peachtree. Right now, we know at least 9 people were arrested for trying to block southbound lanes of Peachtree near Piedmont. We are bringing you live Team 2 coverage both on the air and on the ground. We begin with Jason Durden, who's above Peachtree right now in News Chopper 2. Jason.
We see now this is the 10th and Piedmont intersection, if you couldn't tell from the rainbow crosswalks there. We've seen these protesters walking down Peachtree. So far, they seem to be law-abiding, not blocking the streets. Of course, some were arrested earlier in Buckhead and at 10th and Peachtree a little while ago for trying to block the roadway, but they're crossing with the lights now, and they're just walking down 10th Street here towards Piedmont Park and don't seem to be causing any problems. However, there is a lot of Atlanta police with them. They've got a number of cruisers that are pacing alongside them, and then there are probably 24 Atlanta police officers that are on bicycles right now. So we'll keep a watch on this and let you know if there's any problems. Channel 2's Lauren Pozen has been in Buckhead all morning, and she's been keeping up with it from there. Lauren?
Well, Jason, out here, most of the protest was peaceful as well. Demonstrators met across the street at the MARTA Buckhead transit station, and then they made their way up towards Piedmont. And that is when I saw police officers arrest nearly 10 people because they made their way onto the street and started to block traffic. Now, this is video that we shot during the demonstration. A couple hundred demonstrators showed up. Now, all this is part of a nationwide protest on climate change. People started gathering just after 9:30 and then made their way towards Piedmont. There was also a huge police presence too. They were on bikes and they were on the ground. Demonstrators told me they picked Buckhead for a couple reasons. One, they say it was easy access with MARTA, and the second reason they say is because they feel a lot of powerful and influential people live and work here, so they felt it was the best spot to demand action on climate change.
I feel very strongly about the environment, about environmental issues. I believe we have a limited amount of time to act.
So I was essentially walking with the demonstrators and police as well throughout the entire morning. I talked with police and they told me they have absolutely no problem with people doing demonstrations like this, but they do have a problem when you get in the street and you block traffic, and that is why they made those arrests. For now, live in Buckhead, Lauren Pozen, Channel 2 Action News.
We've seen that before. Stay off the street. Thank you, Lauren. And today's protest comes just 1 week after demonstrators gathered outside the state capitol to demand action on climate change. Several dozen people marched and held signs and called the current situation a climate emergency.